Hi, good morning. Oh, I'm out of puff. Okay, take one of our new vlog. Yes, I've decided I'm going to give vlogging a go. This might not even make it out there. It might just be a silly idea, but I just thought I would have a go and share our little corner of the world and put it on our phone. And I can't overthink this too much because then who knows. Anyway, this is me, Kirsty. I live on the Isle of Skye, that's Maple. I have a husband, Simon, who helps with the dye business, and two boys, and we live here on Skye. We've lived here for 16 years and we love it. And I'm out of breath because I've walked up this hill. So this is behind our house where we walk, our dog. So I'm not even sure what this is going to be. I don't want it to be like perfect and lots of takes. It's just going to be thoughts, what we're up to. There's usually a bit of yoga going on. Simon's a chef as well, so there's a bit of chefing going on or cooking. There is a bit of dyeing wool or fabric going on. There's just bits and bats. So yeah, that's what it's going to be about. So we'll see. Don't even know what yet. Don't know. Anyway, that's us. Beautiful morning here. There's Mapes. Very naughty. She's about to pull me over. So yeah, so I won't walk and talk because I'll fall over. My nose is running and whoa, and Maple's going to trip me up with the lead. Yeah, that's it. Take one done. Yes, I'm going to buy a selfie stick, I think, so we don't go like that as well. Bye. So while we're up here, I thought I would show you, this is where we get our water supply from to dye the yarn. So we're super lucky. When we moved into the Glenview, we've been there 16 years. Previously it was built 110 years ago. She barks at the water, bad idea. And this was where they got the water supply from. So the pipes in the well, they were all still there, but they were kind of dysfunctional. So we got them going again. And so we can dye our yarn with this amazing hill water, which runs through peat and all sorts, collecting all the minerals from the land, which I think just makes it so much more special dyeing with this kind of water. It really truly makes the yarn that we dye from this place, so that if I gave the same recipe for the yarn with the same dye plants, because the water is so different, it would be different shades for different people. She likes water. And so there's a lovely tree, which is one of my favorite things, trees growing out of rocks. Perseverance. Anyway, I just thought I'd show you that. So I'm just going to do a day in the life. I think that's better for the first one. So I'm back for my walk, and Simo, we've got a fundraiser, school fundraiser tomorrow. So we've got to do some soup. So Simon is making curried parsnip. He's off shot. He's going to come in. He's got a blue nose because he's doing an indigo run, and we'll do that after. He's making curried parsnip and Brussels sprout soup because we thought that would be kind of festive-y. So here he is.
Hi, I'm Simon.
Blue nose.
Blue nose. I'm doing a couple of different jobs at the same time. But the one I think Kirsty's talking about is this parsnip soup. So let's have a look.
Let's have a look. I'm going to stop it and then we'll have a look. Okay, I'm going to swoople on the ingredients, Simon.
Okay, I'm going to sweat these onions down really slowly and make them become nice and sweet and lovely. And then we're going to add some garlic and sweat that down a little bit. I'm going to roast all these actually. I was thinking I'd add them to the sweated onions, but I'm going to roast these off with the thyme.
Roast the parsnips.
Roast the parsnips with the thyme and the spices. And roast that in the oven, and then add that and add my stock. And at the end, I'm going to finish it with some shredded, what are they called again? Brussels sprouts.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Okay. We'll follow.
Hey, Kirst.
I'm just doing a wee zoom in on a blue hand chopping something.
Oh my gosh, do people want to see a blue hand chopping stuff?
Maybe.
I doubt it.
Very good.
Is this now the start of our lives, Kirst, that everything gets filmed?
It may be. So Summer, how long have you been a chef for?
I've been a chef. Well, am I still a chef or am I retired?
I'd say you're a chef.
Okay, I've been a chef since I guess I was 15 and I'm now 43, so you do the math. Gosh, that's ages.
I'm not getting you in shot because of your blue nose.
28 years, I guess?
Yeah.
Gosh.
And what style of cooking would you say you do?
What style of cooking I do? I'm very inspired by ingredients, flavors, seasonal produce. I, am completely inspired by tradition, French cookery, Italian cookery, but I really love nothing fancy. I like unpretentious food that lets the flavors come through and celebrates the produce that we use to cook, Yeah, I like all the sort of street foods and peasant foods and, the stuff that's in season.
Okay, so we're chopping onions. I'm going to cut to anything else you're going to put in the pan, or are you going to sweat the onions off first? You taught me that technique.
Yeah, I'm going to sweat the onions slow and low. All
right, I'll get a shot of that after. Slow and low for Mr. Onion, because that makes it sweet.
Yep. What's the blue thumb? They look good.
Yeah. Deglaze in the pan, so just the roasting pan, and you're just pouring over water from the kettle with the stock cube, and the thyme. It's a technical term, deglazing.
Now we'll add our liquid to the soup. You can add a good stock if you want, or you can just add some water and this deglazing, and it'll make a nice.
Parsnips, onions, a bit of water from the tap, and now the deglazing liquor through a sieve, so you don't get all those stringy thyme bits.
But you get the flavour of it.
Saving time. Look at the flavour. Okay, what next?
Now we'll leave that for 20 minutes or so. Don't overcook it.
Just at a simmer?
Yeah, just a nice simmer for 20 minutes. And then we'll blitz that, make it nice and smooth. And then we can add in our chunks of parsnip and sprouts later.
Okay.
Oat milk.
Oat milk's going in.
Oat milk's going in. Just about half a litre. Just give it that bit of creaminess.
Beauty.
And then we can blitz her up.
Okay, blue hands, what are we doing here?
Just shredding the sprouts. I'm going to sweat them off with a little bit of celery and spring onion, and then we'll put that in the soup. And I don't, because I'm so blue.
Well, just look at food only.
Yeah, so
I actually like sprouts when they're shredded because they're like mini cabbages. They're just like teeny tiny cabbage.
So tasty.
Yeah. And They sure are good for you. Brassicas. Brassicas?
Brassicas.
Brassicas.
Or brassicas, I don't know.
A wonder food. Okay, so chop, chop, chop.
Some of the classics from the brassicas.
No, Simo just peeled the celery.
So is this your first vlog, Kirst?
Yeah, first vlog.
Okay.
So why are you peeling the celery, Simi?
The stuff's a bit stringy. You just get a little carrot peeler thing, potato peeler.
That is the toppest tip
It
I've
makes
ever
it
heard.
lovely. All that can be used in your stock and whatnot.
No.
Kirsty's asking a lot of questions about my cooking today, and I think it's about this.
Coming up, Blueface.
It's this new vlog action. So let's hope it's not too successful and we're not doing these every week, hey Kirst?
I think it might become a cooking one. I think this is the most interesting thing.
No, they all want to see the knitting. They don't want to see me cutting celery.
I think perhaps I don't want to see any of it.
Oh, what about yoga? Does anyone want to see yoga? Put a link in the comments. Smash a like if you want to see yoga.
I'm just going to do a fade cut to
Smash a like.
next. Top.
Hi. So we're going to steam the Brussels sprouts. So we've got a really high temperature. The celery is cooking really quickly with a few seeds and ready. We're just going to look at that. Bit of steam there. In they go, all washed and ready.
Woo, gone.
Action. So I'm just ladling up the soup now, Kirst.
Yeah, so curried parsnip soup.
Curried parsnip soup with Brussels sprouts.
So you're going to put them in after. Delicious.
Yeah. It's delish. There you go.
Yum. Winter in a plate, in a bowl. Hi. So, another section of the vlog I was thinking would be about what we are making, what I'm making, what Simon's making. Simon makes a lot of different things. A lot of things he makes is food. So we're going to be doing recipes, and maybe it would be nice to have a section showing what I'm making that isn't about selling. I feel like sometimes on Instagram it's very much show and tell, to show a product, to get a sale, and that's not what this is about. I thought maybe it would be nice just to show what I'm making, whether it's good, whether it's bad. I tend to be a perfectionist and get a bit annoyed at what I'm making. Sometimes it's not what I imagine it's going to be, but I think this exercise and what I've been trying to do for the last year really is just let it go. It doesn't matter. It's just the process of making that I enjoy, and I'm not gonna sweat the small stuff about the outcome. And everything is pretty much beautiful at the end. And if it's not beautiful, then it's not the end, and you can keep adding and embellishing and take it in different ways. So that's my thinking. I'm a bit bunged up. Sorry, we're just getting over a bad cold here. So having to do this, I'm like, oh, stop, retake. No, this is just running and this is it. So I guess the thing that I am working on at the moment is we've been doing loads of these. Oh, sorry. I need to get a proper stand. We've been doing lots of these crochet baubles, which we've been, me and Amelia have been really addicted to making. So we're making these for the Shelter Homeless charity. So we've been selling 2 of those in a box, and then Amelia's done these beautiful big ones as well. I'm going to have to go and get one. Hang on, 2 secs. Oh, it's a beautiful one. And there's another. So we've been selling these for charity. So there's Amelia's beautiful one. So all proceeds are going to Shelter in a little box, and for £10 there. So we've raised over £600 so far. We've got another craft fair coming up tomorrow. So hopefully the ones that we've got left will go tomorrow, and hopefully we can raise a little bit more. We've got probably £150 worth left of baubles, so we'll see what happens. The link is on the website to the free pattern, because I think they're a great way to raise money. People are always buying decorations at Christmas, so if you can make them and put the proceeds to charity, then that's just so much better. So yeah, the link is on our website, Sheila's Dare Yarns, to the free pattern, so you can get that. Anyway, I'm not here to talk about baubles. This is what happens. I get super sidetracked. So that's the baubles. So I've been making a lot of baubles. That's my point. Yes. And no, I'm not making baubles. We have a new yarn, which I'm test running. So, I'm not test running because we committed to it. I bought a lot of it to dye up, but this is it in its natural shade. So I'm very excited. It's an ombre, as they say. Let me see if I don't want to knock the camera over again. So that is the 5 shades. So we've got 5 of these. And the plan is that we're going to over dye them. So all in this, so Simon's doing some this very minute. He's doing an indigo run. So all going blue, then they'll all go red, they'll all go yellow, and then we'll sell them in sets. So I'm kind of working on designs, or looking for designs that have like an ombre shade in them. This tonal shade from light to dark. So I don't know, I was thinking if anyone watching this is a designer, and I've got Heike Giddens from Made by Loops doing wonderful design with them. I'm trying to do a design, but sometimes I think I want to design stuff, but then I think that's where the perfectionist bit comes in, because you get sidetracked with trying to be so perfect because someone's going to buy this pattern and make it. And actually, I find that holds me back sort of creatively, because I'm too busy worrying about the outcome being sellable. So that's what I want to shift and let go. And I want to make things, and I don't want to sell the pattern. I just want to make them and inspire other people to make them if they want to be inspired by us or not. So yeah, we are looking for more designers to come up with some designs with our 5 shades. So I'm maybe going to do like a post about that in the new year. If there's any designers that want to get in touch, then please do. I'm pretty rubbish at the admin collab sort of side of things. So this is what I am working on. This is for Simon. It was meant to be for Christmas, and Christmas is in 2 weeks, so it's not happening. But that is what I've come up with so far. It's going to be a cowl, because that's what I do, because I know it'll fit. And it's based on, I did the brother. Shall I go and get them? I'm going to go get them. 2 secs. Whoop. I did these. So this was a design that I did based on the waves of the sea down at Brothers Point. So that is the wrist warmers. And so I just thought, I really love it. And Simon loves the ocean. He's a bodyboarder. He loves the waves. So I thought that he would like the cowl. So that's it. And so the white wave here is going to be done with the dark yarn here. And then the background is basically going to be ombreing. I really need to find a new word. Ombreing through the background. So that's the plan. So I'm really enjoying working with the yarn. It's a 4-ply British wool. I'm going to have a blank Blueface Leicester and Gotland 50-50. So I have to come up with a name for it. I haven't got a name for it yet. All our yarn bases are named after using Gaelic words, because where we live on the Isle of Skye still has a strong Gaelic community. We're up in Staffin at the North End. Both our children did Gaelic medium primary school. I love the Gaelic language. I've tried to learn it. It's too difficult for me. But what I do love about it is, well, so many things, but it's very linked to the land. The words, that's how, maybe that's pretty much how most languages evolve, but very much linked to the land and the landscape, and obviously very relevant because we are in that Gaelic land and landscape. So currently thinking of different Gaelic words for sort of ombre and shades, and I'll always double check with some Gaelic expert speakers. so that I don't get it wrong like I did with our kura. I spelt it wrong, but it's too late. So that's what I'm working on. I was thinking, so I did a provisional cast on, and then I'm thinking like a double wrap round cowl. Obviously for next Christmas, if it's going to be a double wrap round, it would be quicker if I was doing a straight up and down, but I'm just not as big a fan. I think Simon would really like a double wrap round, but yeah, it's knitting up really lovely and I'm really happy with it. So we shall see. These two don't seem to be as definite in contrast as this guy was. There's maybe a little leap there, but we can live with that. We'll see. We'll see how it turns out. It's interesting. So that's that. So yeah, I'm knitting away on that. Baubles, that, and what else am I working on? I am working on, this is the last thing really, I'm not doing loads. It's that time of year where everything's just a bit manic and we're dyeing a lot, and I'll maybe zip into the dye shed. So like I said, Simon's doing indigo dye run. So he was up at 5 getting that ready. It's a long day. It's a dehydrating day. So we'll see. I don't know. I could feel this blooming vlog for hours, and it's just a huge learning curve. There's 9 minutes already with me jabbering. How long are these things meant to be? I don't know, maybe 25 minutes. We'll see how we go. Anyway, so we did these festive bundles. I can't help, my sales pitch wants to say there's still some on the website, but actually by the time I put this out, there probably won't be any on the website. So yeah, festive bundles of yarn, because obviously our yarn is expensive, relatively. Yeah, I think it is. It's and that's because of the decisions that we've made. It's British fibre, this Kura worsted, it's British fibre, blue face Leicester and Shetland, and then it's scoured in the UK, it's spun in the UK, then it comes back to us, then I have to spin it off the cone, and then we have to gather the dye plants, the heathers, the tansies, then the indigo and madder we don't, but and then we have to heat them and rinse them and dye them and rinse them, more than same before that, and then we have to dry them, then we have to wind them back, then we have to skein them. So yeah, it is a decision as a consumer that you have to make about what kind of yarn, what kind of decision you want to make into the ethics of your product. So yeah, but I don't feel like natural dyes should just be exclusive for people who can afford it, which is why I always encourage everyone to do it yourself. And then you can enjoy the natural dyes, and it won't cost you a thing. It just costs your time, but it's so rewarding. Anyway, waffling. Festive bundles, and so I have made, this is for Maple, our little chocolate lab, our big chocolate lab. It is a festive collar. So inspired by my friend Amelia, who works in the shop, I was wanting to photograph these bundles. So she did a quick granny square, and I love these colours together. They just kind of bring each other out. I'm always a big fan of adding some white yarn just to make everything sort of freshen up a little bit. But this was reminding me of gingerbread or something. So that is it. And then, so I did, how many squares? I did 12 squares on a 4.5 hook. And I just joined them together with this kind of ridge joining, which just adds a bit of definition. And then I did this sort of slip stitch, chain 4, miss a stitch, and then go in the slip stitch in that one, chain 4, miss a stitch, slip stitch. I was going to video me doing some, maybe this is silly, but I was going to do it and play some atmospheric music over the top of it. So we'll see. I might do that next. Yeah, so that is what I am working on. Anything else that I'm wanting to work on? Sort of, it is that last minute gifts. I was thinking of a pair of mitts for my mum. We'll see if I can get that done. And Simon's cowl isn't going to be done, but I'm thoroughly enjoying doing it. So anyway, yeah, so maybe I will do a little bit of atmospheric music while I crochet. And that's it. That's from the wool shop. That's what I'm making. And I think I'll enjoy having the push to keep up to date with my making. I always make better when I've got a deadline. So if I think I've got to show on a vlog what I've been making, I think I'm going to be more productive. This is my hope. Anyway, okay, over and out. Okay, come on. Come on. So, hopefully, gosh, I'm so wobbly. Hopefully I'll have the selfie stick next time we do this. Finishing the vlog with our sheep. Dawn Spot are the two white Cheviots and Shetland crosses, and then we've got Albert Rose in the background. So yeah, they're adorable. They're very, very cute. Albert Rose is a bit skittish. Anyway, hopefully this has been okay, and you've stayed to the end. I wouldn't blame you if you didn't. We're just having a go, so we'll see how it works out. Like I said, I'm not overthinking, otherwise it would never be good enough to go out. So I'm just putting it out, and hope you're all well, and thank you so much. And yeah, bye for now from Skye.